What's up guys, Dingo950 here, and today I'm going to be showing a how-to video on how to create a character from like a fan-made Thomas & Friends. It's just a fan-made thing for the series. I'm going to make this character for my Trackmaster series, and it's a modification, so I'll have to put up that warning. Boring warning. Warning, adult supervision is required for some of the model making processes used in this video. Okay, after that annoying warning, which I had to put up, let me show you what you need. You're going to need screwdrivers. You're going to need one like that, star screwdriver. You're going to need what I call a flathead screwdriver, but you're going to need or maybe one like this. This one's actually a two-parter screwdriver. You need a big flathead one like that and like a star one like that. We're using that in this video, most definitely. You're going to need some glue. You can use hot melt glue or super glue for this one, but be careful with super glue because it's very unforgiving to your skin if you get it in the wrong areas. You're also going to need paint, which I don't have here at the moment. You're also going to need a drill, which I also don't have here at the moment. And you're going to need masking tape or paper tape or whatever. And you're also going to need a Thomas for the character we're making. And I'll also just show you the back here, show you which characters I found hard to find. Before we go there, I always see James a fair bit. Diesel, I haven't seen too many of him, but he is around. I see lots of Gordons. I've never seen a Diesel 10. I see a few Heroes and Spencer. I've never seen a Henry before. That's the one I really want to get, actually, because I need a Henry. I've seen a few Victors around, but not too many. I've never seen Edward. There are just a bit too many Percys, I feel. And of course, there's always going to be a Thomas. But hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, so now that we've shown everything you'll need, let's open up this Thomas. Also, I should probably mention really quick, the paint colors you'll be needing is silver, white, and maybe black and maybe red. Okay, here comes Thomas. Yo! Looks pretty fine. Yep, he's good. Yep, nice Thomas, and don't forget his truck. We're not going to need this in this video. We'll just put it away. So first, we're going to need Thomas for this, because we're making Thomas's brother Timothy. So that's why we need silver. The white's going to be for the running board, the black may be for his wheels, and the red may be for the striping. So we don't need that at all. So first step, if I get the screwdriver ready, you're going to need to unscrew Thomas's battery compartment and open it up. Got to pay tribute to Leah video here. And before we go ahead and start pulling apart this Thomas, let's make sure that it works. And yep, it works. Lovely speed we've grown used to with Trackmaster 2. Or the sound, actually. Gosh, that stick is really switch. I'm struggling to I'm having to put a bit of effort into moving that switch around. So anyway, we can put that away because we won't be needing. We will need it. We're going to need this part here mainly. And we're going to have to, first step is to take this running board off Thomas, because you can see in here it's a separate piece. So we're going to have to take that off, but we're also going to have to take his face off as well, because this part here is also a separate piece. We're going to have to take that off, because with the more we can separate, the less masking we need to do. And now the way, if you know how to take the running board off, just get started, but I'm going to show you how I'd get the running board off, because it's a bit tricky. So I'll show that in the next. Do this, guys. This running board might as well have beat me. I've struggled for half an hour trying to get this thing off, and you can see what I've gone through. I even switched to that, and this running board won't come off. This is extremely tricky, and you can see that I'm going to destroy it if I keep going. So I'm going to have to. You can see what I've been doing. This running board will not come off. I can only assume they made it. Yes, it's designed not to come apart, but still. Oh my goodness. I'll just keep on trying. I'll keep on trying to get this running board off. But this thing might as well have beat me. If I can't get that running board off, I'll wave a white flag in front of you. Cut myself with the screwdriver trying to get this running board off. This thing might have beaten me. I'm going to have a few more goes, but if I can't, I'll wave a white flag in front of you. Oh, finally, I got that part going. But, this is, oh my goodness. I can't express to you guys how frustrating this is. Oh, I've been trying for almost an hour now to get this. I am so close to just grabbing a hammer and just like whacking this thing. Oh, got it. Oh, finally got that off. Ever seen a Thomas Trackmaster 2 running plate by itself? Well, there it is. That was extremely frustrating. And there's the Thomas himself. Oh my goodness me. And you can see up there, grab the screwdriver, that's what I was talking about, how the face, yeah. So what we need to do, for the painting on the running board, we're going to paint this white. So like you want to mask up the sides here and the front, because we're going to paint that white. And for this here, we're going to take off that bit there with a drill, because that way we'll be able to separate that there, because the more we can separate, the less masking we need to do. Let's explain here how to remove Thomas's smoke box here, and as you can see I've moved to a different table. With the drill bits here, first start off with a small one like that, and then you drill up there, and then you move on to something larger that will basically drill up there and break it. And the smoke box will come through, and the Thomas's face. Because the more you can separate, the less masking you need to do here. It's important for me to show you this, because, you know, you need to see everything. So once you've done that, we can mask up Thomas ready for painting. So I'll just mask him up now and move to the other table. Just before I go in masking up Thomas here, I'll explain how the front of the boiler is held on, or smoke box as I call it. It's basically held on by the face there. Push the face out here. It's basically the face that holds on like that. So it's basically glue fit, and we've come along with the drill and we've broken it there. So we can pull off Thomas's smoke box along with his face and come along and do that. So now we can start masking up Thomas. I'll show you which areas need to be masked. But also, while I'm masking up there, I'm also gonna file down this face bit here, because it's actually goes on. It's a bit of a tight fit when it goes on, so I'm gonna just file it down a bit, make it a bit smoother, so it's easier to go on. Just finished up the masking now, of covering up areas that we don't want to get painted. I've covered up Thomas's cab windows because I don't want those to get painted. Covered up the coal bunker and the roof of his cab. So once you've done all the covering up, you can start painting. I'd recommend using spray paint for this one, but you can use tin paint if you want to. Mind you, I think I'll be using spray paint. So we'll switch to that. Maybe next time you see it, it'll be painted. I'm not sure yet. And remember, you also need to paint the running board there white. Paint the running board white, but paint Thomas silver, because, you know, he's going to be Timothy. So I'll just see if I can do that now. Maybe not. I'll be painting, as you can see, I've switched again. I'll be painting that silver, and I'll be painting this white. Paint on a box is my advice. Paint on a box and in a well-ventilated area, like my dad's shed, and paint them, and you've got to wait for that to dry. It's just waiting a whole day. So I'll paint them now, see when they're all painted now. I've just done the painting. I've painted this one chrome. I wanted to do silver, but I thought, no, I'll paint it chrome. And I've painted the running board white, so it really stands out. So this one's been painted chrome now, and I've covered up the areas that I didn't want to get painted. And I'll be doing the finer details, like the red and all that. I'll be doing those. I'll show you how to do that when this is painted. I'll see you the next day, because this is going to take a whole day to dry. See you the next day, guys, when this is dry, obviously. Now the next day. I just want to say this here, okay? The chrome one's fine. I just untaped it to see how it looked, and I've taped it up again, because there's some areas that need to be painted again, as you can see there. And the running board I'm going to have to paint again because I unmasked it and it was a bit of a mess. So I'm going to paint that again, but this one's fine, and I'll take it to the table to show how I do the minor details after I paint the running board again. You can see with the running board I didn't quite paint it right. So I'll paint that, but take this to the table to show how to do the minor details. Actually, I've got to paint that as well. Oh well, but this one dries quicker than that one. So I'll paint both of them, and I'll see you in a sec. So obviously we're back at the desk now. The paint's dry now. We can start unmasking all this stuff, see what we've got. Oh wow. So that was a success. Oh, what the? Oh no. Oh well, I can get that off. Looks like I didn't do a very good job there. Oh well. So, we can put that away. Side ones here I'll get off too. Pull. There we go. Looks good. I'll show you how to do the finer details in a second. But that's what it should look like. Obviously do a better mask up job than what I've done there. But that's good. I'll show you how to do the fine details in a second. Let's unmask the running board now. I think it's still wet. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get paint on my fingers. Oh yeah, I already painted the buffers as well. If you ask me, oh dude, why didn't you use paper tape or masking tape as I call it? Well, I didn't have any, so I had to use this stuff. The paint's still wet too. Nothing like a rust job, is there? But anyway, oh my god, this is all a big rust job for the next episode. But anyway, that's the running board, all painted. Looks very nice, Mattel. And Mattel, could you do us a bit of a favour and paint that running board? It looks sicko. Once you paint it. So I'll just unmask everything. Oh my god, the paint's still wet. It's getting all over my fingers. I'll just unmask everything here and show you how to do the finer details on this. And we'll be right back. Okay guys, there's a small change of plan going on here. I'm not going to show you how to do details yet. I'll just go ahead, show you how to glue it together. Now I'm going to use super glue for this. You could use hot melt glue or some other glue if you wanted to. You could use tip-out epoxy. But I'm going to use super glue. But if you're going to use super glue, be careful because, you know, it can be unforgiving to you. That's why I'm wearing these gloves. So I've got Thomas's face here. So we can start gluing this together now. So looking up in here, there are these holes here. Now I think we're going to put some super glue in those first. And for Thomas's face, we're going to glue that on something like, oh man, a bit of paint there. I'll scrape that off. So we're going to glue it on once we glue the actual body to the running board. Once we glue the actual body to the running board, we can glue the face on. So I'll start gluing that up now. Okay, I'm going to start gluing. I'm being very careful here. I've got to be quick too because once super glue's set. Being careful. Okay, that's done. Now get the running board on as quick as possible. It's on. Now just hold it, and that glue should set. Just hold it, and the glue should set. Because it's super glue, it's like once it's set, it's set. So I'm going to hold it like that for a second. I'm not going to let go yet. It's on. So that's not coming off. Ever. There we go, that's not coming off. The running board's stuck on. That's super glue. Even though I don't need to, I'll put some more. I'm going to put some more on now, even though I don't really need to. I want to make sure this never comes off. That's never coming off now. Yep, it's on. So I'll put the cap on. There we go. That's on. It's not coming off ever again. These two are never going to be separated. So now we can put Thomas's face back on. Smithy's face, whatever. And I think, I was just looking here, we'll put some super glue here and on that part there. I think for that one, oh no, some paint. I'll scrape that off, whatever. So I think I'm going to do that one off camera because it's going to be a bit painful. So I'll just do that. We have some minor details now. I've got the red striping there and the number 0. Same on the other side too, like the coal bunker there, the buffers. Looks good now. I've finished now. Well, not exactly. For the wheel set here, you can just take the wheel set from another model that has black wheels for Timothy. If you want the wheel set, you can take a model which has black wheels, or you can just paint those black. I haven't got a black wheel set at the moment, but that's how you make Thomas and Friends Trackmaster 2 Timothy. Like I said, for the wheel set, you can just take another character's wheel set, or you can just paint that one black. I would paint that one black, but I'm not going to. Just down. So that's how you make a Trackmaster 2 Timothy fan-made character. He'll be appearing in episode 6 of Thomas and Friends Trackmaster Motorized Railway Adventures. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to become a 50.